And these are amazing, flavorful, something really special from Authentic Gourmet. They're Belgian sugar waffles. Each one of them over 4 ounces. Each one of them, those like pearls of sugar that are so lovely. It's a M97708 is your item number. You're receiving 1 dozen of these for 3 easy payments of $11.66. So I'll share with you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a dozen. This is Jen Kovich. She's one of our foodie friends.
Hi.
Bringing us these Belgian waffles. And it's so funny because we know Authentic Gourmet from your croissants that are made in France.
That's right.
So I said, are these Belgian waffles made in France? And you said,
Belgium!
Right. No, they're made in Belgium.
That's right.
They're Belgian waffles made in Belgium. So you're going to get deliciousness shipped to your door all the way from Belgium. So tell us about these Belgian waffles.
Look at how, first and foremost, beautifully pillowy these are. When you pull them apart, you can see this is a brioche yeast. So we know brioche bread that we get from our grocery store or our local bakery. Well, this is made even better because it is true Belgian brioche that we're giving you right before. Oh, wait, I got to interrupt myself. Do you see those pieces of pearl sugar in there as well? So we blend those into that yeast and then we press it into our waffle form. We are absolutely in love with these because these truly are, when you walk the streets of Belgium, what do you taste? The flavors of that pastry. That's exactly what you're getting here, shipped directly to your door, individually frozen, so you just take out as many as you want at a time. So if it's Father's Day, say, and you wake up, you want to make something special for Dad in the morning, then go ahead and put a couple of these in the oven, or what I like to do is allow them to come to room temperature. Eat them straight from room temperature. They're absolutely delicious. If you want to warm them just a little bit, pop them in the microwave. They just don't need much more than that.
And look at the ideas that we have. So what are we seeing there?
So look at this. If you want to really turn this into a decadent dessert, just simply add a little bit of ice cream, some chocolate sauce, whipped topping, but let's go even a step further. How about a little bit of honey with walnut drizzle over top? You really are going to knock your partner's socks off. If you want to make this just as something extra decadent to say, you know what, we've had a long, hard week, we deserve something special, just take out a couple, cut them in half, and then add a little extra topping when it comes to your chocolate or your vanilla ice cream.
What's the next one?
Of course, the quintessential breakfast. You just need a little bit of butter or no butter, but a little bit of bacon. We have some fresh fruit there. You can add syrup if you want. I've got to be honest with you, I actually prefer it with no syrup whatsoever because these are so flavorful and delicious. That brioche dough just comes together. It's pillowy, melts in your mouth, absolutely delicious, sweet. Very, very sweet. You will really appreciate that it just doesn't need anything extra, but you can if you want. I also love this. My son's birthday is in June. This is exactly what he's waking up to on that birthday morning.
Wow.
A little bit of vanilla, you know, heated vanilla icing drizzled over top with some candy coated gems and sprinkles. Yes, thank you.
You know what? And tell us the story of Authentic Gourmet. They bring us croissants that literally use the ingredients from France. They're made in France. These are now made in Belgium.
That's right.
What is so special about that? Like, I travel all the time, and when I go to these places, the ingredients that they're using are different, and it adds a different flavor and a different texture.
Yes.
It's not American dough. It's not American yeast for whatever reason, right? We talk about New York water being special.
Yes.
We talk about French butter being special. What's special about Belgian? What's the Belgian ingredient here that makes it special? And again, is just that hook that makes it that much more special and different?
Well, really, I think it's the way that the fermentation of the yeast and all the things that go into this. That pearl sugar is really, really special. If you've ever been to Belgium, you probably have had a pastry and they put pearl sugar in. That's kind of their claim to fame. It's a decadent ingredient that they put in a lot of their pastries. But really, it's the brioche dough. It's the butter that you see there. You could even see a little bit of that butter right there. Look at how pillowy that is. You see those nice pockets of air in there, but that's what makes brioche so special. It's dense, yet light. It's delicious and sweet, and it melts in your mouth, even though it's a little heavier because these are a massive 4-ounce size, and you can really feel the weight when you hold it. It just somehow melts in your mouth, and it's all because of that dough that we use, and then we give a nice little crispness when we press that into that waffle pan. and then you get the extra crust from that sugar.
Let me tell you, these are extraordinary. Put these in your cart and check out. I'm not kidding. Like, so oftentimes folks will say, are you an ice cream person or a cake person? What are you?
Oh, I'm definitely cake.
I'm definitely cake.
All the way.
Donuts all the way. If you are like donuts or ice cream, donuts. Give me a dozen donuts. I will eat them and faceplant into them. These are so extraordinary. And as you said, they're dense and significant, but at the same time, there's something that's really delicate about the flavor of each one of these. You can absolutely share these at 4 ounces a piece. Cut these in half and do 2 ounces because that is enough. And honestly, it doesn't need any syrup. It needs nothing. There's enough sweetness there that isn't overly sweet that make your teeth ring. It's this beautiful, delicate. It is the pearl sugar.
It's the pearl sugar.
That gives you that delicacy there as well. But if you come on in close run, these are substantial. Like, when you get these home, I know that you said you can feel how heavy they are.
Yes, you can.
They have a density to them, and yet that,
look at that pull.
That delicacy of the flavor that you're seeing in there, and then that pearlized sugar. This is something special and different. You know, when I go to like a pancake house or a breakfast place, I always want to order waffles.
Yes.
And without question, they come to my desk. They come to the table cold.
Yes,
because
always.
Waffles, they don't hold the heat. Right. So you get a waffle and you're putting the butter and it's hard and it's in the squares and you're like, I want this waffle to be so good, and it's not. It's
and you're like tearing
good.
it, trying to get all the butter in the crevices.
And this, you can eat naked. It needs not a whit of anything. And by the way, do not put this in a toaster, because does this come with the pearlized sugar on it, or am I supposed to do some sort of butter bath and butter wash and a milk wash and milk toast or whatever?
No, it all comes ready to go, but you don't want that pearl to melt in the toaster, because if it's upright and it's melting in the toaster, guess where the sugar is going in the bottom of the toaster? You want to keep every bit of that, so bake it or put it in the microwave.
Correct.
Just leave it out on your countertop. It takes about 20 minutes to come to room temperature, or even put it in your bag. Eat it on the commute to work.
Eat it on the go.
Let the kids eat it on the bus. They will feel like you are literally giving them something extra special, a birthday cake for breakfast.
Well, because
it's
you
that
are.
good.
You're giving them fancy pants stuff from Belgium.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, it's M97708 is your item number. Put this in your cart and check out. I promise you, it's something different that you haven't tasted. It's unexpected and completely yummy. M97708. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate you.
Thank you.